For some, South Africans are not heeding the call to stay indoors. Alexandra Township residents consumed alcohol in public. Children played in the streets and vendors continued to trade. But soldiers were then forced to shut down certain supermarkets that stayed open. But what is the situation like so far? ENC's Ngobile Madlala is there tracking, of course, what's been happening. Ngobile, any developments?
Well, Dumela, it's really just business as we started. The people are already still in line, still trying to get into the food outlets and just to understand and to get some groceries. Again, some of the people have just been paid, and so they're coming in to buy groceries, 50 people at a time. That's what we've been told. Only 50 people can come into the Alex Mall at the moment to buy what they want, what they may need for the duration of the lockdown. Now, however, we have been joined by the army, as you can see there. They are getting ready. We have heard at this moment, we've been told that they are here to get some form of briefing where they are going to be going to an operation. They're all here in numbers, 2 buses of the army, and we've got a number of vans and a number of cars from the police, from Sedibeng, West Rand, K9. We've got a lot of Johannesburg, also police just coming in. Just in their numbers. We will find out shortly what the operation will be, as we are going to be joining them, but we will find out soon as they get the briefing.
Yeah. Ngobile, is there reason to believe at this particular moment if there has been, a scuffle or a reason for the army to be where you're standing in terms of managing the crowds going into the mall? Perhaps some people from where you're standing who are not, abiding and complying by these regulations, or is this plainly just a meeting or a briefing just for the army?
Well, the army and the police are here, and they said to us that they will be they're waiting for their principals to come in to brief them on the operation that they will be heading to. But we have seen earlier on, Dumelo, as we were going through Alex, the police were basically just telling the people to go back home, which is something that was not happening. A lot of spaza shops we saw that they had to close down at the time. We saw a lot of people that were still on the streets, and they just were not understanding just how serious the situation is and just laughing about it. And the police were continuously telling them to go back home and obviously just checking if you have the right to be on the street. So it could be anything along those lines, or even more or even something more serious. We will find out though.
Yeah. What about the children then? I mean, we've been reporting that children have also been rather seen playing on the streets, business as usual for them. I'm not sure if parents and elders had explained the severity of the situation to them to ensure they stay at home and are closely monitored. But are they still on the streets? I mean, these are vulnerable young children that could be easily susceptible to COVID-19.
Well, Timela, that's the sad reality which we did experience a little bit earlier as we were driving with the police around Alex. We did see a number of children that were outside. In fact, we even saw some of the parents that were with kids as young as newborns, really, and they were being turned away by some of the community representatives that were just trying to explain to them that you cannot be outside with the child, you cannot risk the child's life, and we saw that as they were turning away mothers. But again, it's a sight that we have seen on these long lines where we were standing, where a lot of parents were here with their children, and also a lot of them just here with their youngborns. So it's something that we continue to see and something that has not changed, but possibly it will change soon as the police do speak to them.
All right, Ngobile, we'll continue, of course, to come back to you.